Let's face the truth. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded by words. Social media is flooded with sweet nothings, endless promises, and text messages that say, "I miss you." But let's be real. Words are fleeting. They come and go, often without leaving any lasting impact. It's easy to type a few words and send them out into the world, but to show something truly meaningful, that's where the real power lies. Think about it. How many times have you heard the phrase, "I love you," but when it mattered most, the actions didn't align? The truth is, actions are the only language that speaks volumes. And today, I'm here to cut through the noise and take you deeper. I'm going to share with you 6 things women will only do for the men they truly love. And let me be clear, I'm not talking about the surface-level affection, the polite gestures, or what society expects. I'm talking about the real, raw, sometimes unspoken actions, the ones that tell you without a doubt that she's truly committed to you. These aren't the things you'll find in the movies or in a fairy tale. These are the signs of love that don't need to be explained or justified. They simply exist. These are the moments that go unnoticed by most, but when you start to see them, you'll understand that love isn't just a word, it's a way of being. So, let's go beyond the surface. Let's uncover what's hidden beneath the words, and let's see what love truly looks like when it's real. 1. She supports your dreams, not just your goals. When a woman truly loves you, her support doesn't just revolve around the tasks at hand or the goals you're trying to achieve in the short term. No, her support is rooted in something far deeper. It's about who you are becoming, not just what you're doing. She's not just cheering for you in the immediate moments of success. She's invested in your evolution, in the growth of the man you're destined to become. Even if that journey is uncertain and difficult, you'll notice that she doesn't just celebrate your victories, she celebrates your potential. She believes in the bigger picture. She sees the man you could be even when you can't quite see it yourself. There's something powerful about how a woman who loves you won't just wait for you to achieve something before supporting you. She's there in the trenches with you, even when there's no recognition or applause. Her love is the steady hand that guides you when the path seems unclear. If your vision is foggy, she'll help you find clarity, even when you're unsure where to go next. It's not about her forcing you into a specific mold or making you feel guilty for not having everything figured out. No, it's about her being a constant source of encouragement, helping you rediscover your passion when you're ready to give up. And here's the deeper truth. A woman who truly loves you isn't just sitting by the sidelines waiting for the next big project to come along. She's not only concerned with the things you accomplish, she's focused on building something together. She will help you create a life, not just a career or a title, that you both can be proud of. A life where your shared values are reflected in every choice you make. She understands that the process of building your future together is just as important as any specific achievement. Her love is embedded in the quiet moments when you feel most uncertain. She might not always show up with grand gestures, but her support will be felt in the small things. Whether it's lending an ear when you're frustrated or simply showing patience when you can't find the words to explain your dreams. This love isn't just reserved for the moments of triumph. It's present during the struggles, the failures, and the awkward transitions. She's not just there for your successes, she's there for your growth. 2. She protects your peace, not just your image. Here's where love is truly tested. It's not in the highs, but in the lows. We all know that in relationships, everyone loves to be there when things are going well. But when life throws challenges at you, that's when true love reveals itself. A woman who loves you doesn't just protect your public image, she protects your inner peace. She shields you from the noise, the stress, and the chaos that the world relentlessly throws at you. It's easy for people to be supportive when everything is calm and steady. But real love shows up when things are difficult, when the world is challenging you, when your mind is in turmoil. A woman who truly loves you will do whatever it takes to ensure that your mental and emotional well-being is safeguarded. She'll shield you from the toxic influences of the world, from the negativity that seeks to bring you down, and from the external pressure that tries to steal your focus and peace. This protection goes beyond just defending your name when others talk behind your back. Yes, she'll do that too, but the deeper protection is in her ability to create a sanctuary for you, a space where you can breathe and regroup, away from the noise. She will be your rock, your safe place. When life feels overwhelming, when people try to push your buttons or disrupt your peace, she'll be the one who stands firm beside you, making sure that nothing, no matter how chaotic, can break your spirit. But here's the subtle part of this protection. She doesn't need to fight your battles out loud. In fact, most of the time, you may not even realize just how much she's doing for you behind the scenes. It's the quiet, steady work that allows you to thrive. When someone criticizes you unfairly, she'll be the one who deflects it, without you ever knowing the full extent of it. She knows your peace is more important than saving face, and she'll make sure your mind and heart stay free from unnecessary conflict. And when others around her try to drag you down or chip away at your reputation, she won't hesitate to protect your name. She'll stand by you, not because she has to, but because she understands the value of your peace and how essential it is for both of your happiness. She won't allow people to tear you apart with their negativity, and she won't let external forces undermine your confidence. In the face of the world's chaos, a woman who truly loves you creates an environment of calm. She won't make your world more complicated. She'll simplify it. When life is tough, she'll be there, silently making sure that the space you share together is one of peace, love, and support. 3. She makes you feel like you're enough, even when you don't feel it. In this fast-paced world, where comparisons are just a click away and societal pressures constantly tell us we're not enough, it's easy to feel lost. You may look at your accomplishments and wonder if they're really worth anything. You might doubt yourself, question your value, or even feel unworthy of the love you receive. But here's the truth. Love isn't about being perfect. It's not about having everything figured out or being flawless in every moment. It's about what happens when you're broken, when you're uncertain, when the world feels too heavy to carry. A woman who truly loves you sees that side of you, the side you're afraid to show, the vulnerable part that you keep hidden behind your armor. She doesn't just see the man you are right now, she sees the man you are becoming. And when you feel like you're not enough, she's the one who reminds you, in the most subtle ways, that you are. Her love doesn't make you feel small or unworthy. Instead, it empowers you to grow through your imperfections. When you stumble or fall short, she doesn't use your mistakes against you. She doesn't pull away or judge you for being human. Instead, she helps you rise up. She understands that mistakes are not the end of the story, they're part of the journey. She will hold you through the dark moments, giving you space to feel the weight of your emotions, while gently helping you heal and regain strength. It's in these moments of vulnerability where her love becomes transformative. When you're feeling down and questioning your worth, her love reflects the truth of who you are, not just in the present, but in the future that lies ahead of you. She reminds you that your worth isn't measured by your failures or setbacks. It's measured by your capacity to keep going, to learn from your struggles, and to continue building the man you are destined to become. Her love isn't a temporary fix for your doubts. It's a foundation that helps you rebuild yourself stronger than before. With her by your side, you'll find the courage to stand tall again, even when you feel like you can't. That's what love is. It's not about fixing or changing you. It's about helping you grow into the best version of yourself, even when you can't see it yet. If you find value in the things we're talking about today, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us bring you more content like this so we can dive deeper into life's most meaningful truths and keep bringing value to your journey. Thanks for supporting us. Now, let's get back to it. 4. She values emotional intimacy over physical attention. We live in a world obsessed with instant gratification. Social media is filled with superficial displays of affection, likes, comments, and fleeting moments of attention. In this noise, it's easy to confuse physical attraction with emotional connection. But a woman who loves you understands that true intimacy goes far beyond the physical. While others might be satisfied with the surface-level attraction or the quick thrill of a touch, she craves something deeper. She seeks a bond that nourishes the soul, a connection that reaches far beyond the surface. She knows that intimacy isn't just about shared physical moments, but about sharing your heart and your deepest thoughts. When a woman loves you, she wants to understand you in a way that goes beyond the typical conversation. She'll ask the hard questions, the ones that dig deep into your mind and spirit. She doesn't just want to know what your favorite movie is or what you had for lunch. She wants to know what keeps you up at night, what fears you carry, and what dreams you're afraid to chase. She wants to know you not just in your successes, but in your vulnerabilities, your struggles, and your rawest moments. Her love is built on emotional intimacy, where you both share the parts of yourselves that no one else gets to see. These are the quiet conversations in the dark, the moments when you're completely open and real with each other, with no walls in between. It's in these moments that the deepest bonds are formed. The trust, the honesty, the transparency, all of these elements come together to create a connection that can't be replicated by any physical attraction or fleeting gesture. A woman who truly loves you isn't looking for a quick rush or a temporary escape. She's not interested in surface-level affection. She's interested in creating something lasting. She wants to build a life with you that's anchored in trust, in shared vulnerability, and in emotional connection. When you open up to her, when you share your raw truth, it's not just a moment of physical affection, it's a moment where your souls meet and intertwine. She wants your truth, not just your touch. And here's the most beautiful part of this: emotional intimacy. It doesn't fade with time. Unlike physical attraction, which can wane or shift with circumstances, emotional intimacy only deepens as time goes on. As you both grow together, the bond you share becomes stronger, more profound, and more irreplaceable. She's not just interested in the chemistry you share in bed. She's interested in the chemistry you create when you open up to each other, when you let your walls come down and let love take root in the most real, raw way possible. Her love is the kind that thrives on deep connection, not shallow gestures. It's the kind of intimacy that stays with you long after the moment passes. When you have that kind of love, it transcends anything physical. It becomes a force that anchors you, binds you, and keeps you growing together. 5. She sees the real you and loves you anyway. In a world obsessed with perfection, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that love is something conditional. Many of us grow up thinking that we must be flawless to be truly loved, that we have to put on a mask, hide our flaws, and present only the best version of ourselves to be worthy of affection. But here's the harsh truth: love that is conditional is not love at all. A woman who truly loves you doesn't just fall for the version of you that's polished and put together. She loves you when you're stripped of your armor, when you're vulnerable and uncertain. She sees you in your most raw, unguarded state, the times when you're doubting yourself, the moments when you're wrestling with your own inner demons. And rather than pulling away, she chooses to stay. She stays not because she has to, but because she believes in the man you are and the man you're becoming. It's in your flaws, your scars, and your battles that she finds beauty, not weakness. She doesn't need you to be perfect. In fact, she knows you're human, just like her. She understands that your imperfections are not something to be hidden or fixed. They are part of what makes you real, part of what makes you uniquely you. And in your authenticity, she finds not just acceptance, but admiration. Her love doesn't depend on how you look in your best moments or how well you perform in life. Her love is unconditional. It's rooted in your humanity, in your shared experiences, and in the deep connection you both build through vulnerability. When she looks at you, she doesn't just see the mistakes you've made or the moments you wish you could take back. She sees the heart behind it all. She sees the courage in your failures and the growth in your struggles. This is where real love is found, not in perfection, but in the willingness to be loved despite our flaws. She doesn't need you to be anything other than your true self. And when you know that, when you feel truly seen and accepted for who you are, that's when you'll understand the depth of her love. 6. She aligns with your life, not just your timeline. Time is one of the most precious resources we have, and often people expect relationships to move at a certain pace. In a world that moves fast, it's easy to feel pressured into following. A set timeline, get into a relationship, achieve certain milestones, and meet society's expectations about where you should be at certain points in your life. But love that's forced to fit within a timeline is rarely authentic. It's more about meeting deadlines than about truly growing together. A woman who truly loves you understands that your journey is unique. She won't try to rush you or force you into decisions before you're ready. Instead, she aligns herself with your rhythm, moving at a pace that respects your individual process. She knows that building a future together takes time. There are no shortcuts, no quick fixes, and no need to keep up with anyone else's timeline. She doesn't expect you to meet specific milestones by certain dates. What she values is the long-term vision, the partnership that will stand the test of time. She's not rushing to get to an arbitrary finish line. She's focused on the journey, on walking side by side, step by step. And as she supports you, she's patient, trusting the process of both of you growing and evolving at your own pace. She doesn't push for titles or deadlines. She embraces the organic growth of your connection, allowing it to deepen and strengthen naturally. But here's the real beauty of her love. Even as she aligns with your journey, she never loses herself in the process. She is not seeking to fill a void or prove her worth through the relationship. She is already whole. She remains independent, passionate, and full of life, even as she supports you. Her love doesn't come from a place of need. It comes from a place of choice. She's not looking to you to complete her. She's looking for a partner to build something real with, to create a life where both of you thrive individually and yet come together in a deep, supportive union. This kind of love isn't about control or rushing through life stages. It's about moving forward together with trust, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to building something that's lasting. A woman who loves you in this way isn't just waiting for a ring or a label. She's already invested in your shared future, knowing that the most important thing is that you both are evolving together, at your own pace, on your own terms. Love, like this, is rooted in understanding that life isn't about rushing through the chapters. It's about savoring each one, growing together, and knowing that the journey is what matters most. If you've seen even one of these signs in your own life, don't ignore it. This is real love, and it's worth holding on to. Subscribe to the Stoic Spirit because we don't just talk about relationships. We dive deeper into how to live a life of value, wisdom, and resilience. And in the comments, I want to hear from you. Have you experienced this kind of love? If so, type anchor in the comments, because that's exactly what a woman who loves you becomes, your anchor in this chaotic world. Let's see how many men out there still believe in the power of real love. I'll be reading all your responses.